Hi guys, I hope you're all home healthy and safe. We're almost at the finish line at the end of the semester and we're all getting through it together. My name's Carla Ramirez and I chose to do my presentation on the importance of social networking. I chose this topic because I personally wanted to learn more about it and I know it could help you guys as well. So, what is social networking? In a book I found by Diane Crumpton and Ellen Sutter, they define social networking as the process of using web-based tools to connect with people for the purpose of reaching your career goals and business goals, and in turn, helping others reach their goals. It is a great advantage we are accessible to social networking because we are able to connect to anyone and everyone in a matter of seconds, no matter where in the world. We also have a variety of platforms to communicate on. You might ask yourself, why is social networking important? Well, more than 90% of employers are using social media for hiring. More employers are using social media because it gives more opportunities compared to traditional hiring. They are able to learn about the person before actually getting to know them. 52% of all web traffic comes from mobile devices. People spend 84.9% of their time using apps on their phones. With having a phone to be able to connect, people are more likely to social network through a mobile device because it is on the go. With social networking, you learn to sharpen your effectiveness in your job search. You are able to reach countless people in seconds, although it is not about the number of people you network with, but the quality of the people who are able to point you in the direction you want to go. In other words, it's about who you know. If you are able to help them, they are also able to help you. When deciding which social media you would like to use for networking, you need to identify your career goals so that you can choose the right direction when you are thinking about your next goals you want to set for yourself. It shows how much the numbers are continuing to increase as the years pass by. In 2009, web traffic was 0.7%. In 2010, it was 2.9%, and it continued to grow. In 2018, it got to 52.2%. I wasn't able to find statistics for last year, but this year, with the pandemic going on, the web traffic probably has skyrocketed. There are many benefits to social networking. Through social networking, job seekers can get advice about their search techniques, identify employers to target, and become visible to recruiters. This gives you an opportunity to do your research on the person or the company. Have questions ready to ask when you're doing your research. You can keep yourself informed of the things you need to do that can help you climb up the ladder for the position you want to get. For example, by interacting with experts, you can get an idea of the requirements and expectations of potential employers. Remember that social networking replaces traditional networking, so always stay professional in reaching out. It is a stepping stone to apply or get an in-person meeting with the person or company. It's essential for anyone with a career who would like to keep the door open to better ideas, better connections, better opportunity, and a better way to build their professional brand. Freelancers, salespeople, and entrepreneurs can find and inspect potential customers and where they make their money. This is a way that employers can make changes to make their product better and increase sales. Social networking is also cost effective because doing it virtually does not cost anything on the job seeker side. Employers may pay some money to post ads, but it is not nearly as much as it would cost for the traditional hiring process, such as putting ads in the paper. I found this graphic on the left that shows the difference between spending time versus investing time. Spending time is defined as users are in a casual mindset, just to pass time, such as socialize, to stay in touch, be entertained, or to kill time. Investing time is being in a purposeful mindset. Users invest time to improve themselves and their future, such as maintain professional identity, make useful contacts, search for opportunities, and staying in touch. So, when you are social networking, make sure to ask yourself, are you spending time or are you investing time? What is important to know about social networking? Be careful on what you post. Make profiles clean now or make a separate one for professional uses. You never know who's going to be looking on your profile at any time. Many recruiters review information on job candidates on social media and use for selection decisions. What recruiters see is their first impression of you and could make a decision on something they like or don't like. You always want to make sure you make the good impression. You are able to connect with people who you don't know through a mutual friend. For example, your friends and family can post or share opportunities through their friends, and you can really get to know a lot of the information right in front of you. Social networking helps students and future job seekers at all levels. A lot of the time, people get hired because of the people they know. If you have a strong network and have friends that trust you and support your work ethic, they can get you connected to someone they know. Having a wide and good social networking list can get you new opportunities. When you are active on social media, it shows that you want to be visible and you are not afraid to talk to different people. You have to be open to communicate and talk to new people. Make sure you have questions ready, but also know them along with what they do. Show them that you are interested in them and their work. I am going to play a video I found that explains how to add value to your connections.
We'll start with a simple question. Why do we network? It's not complicated. We do it to get something we want. Now for a harder question. Why do other people network? Have they got nothing better to do? Of course not. You already know the answer. They network for the same reason that you do. They do it to get something they want. The whole reason networking works is that people form mutually beneficial relationships. Don't make the mistake of thinking only in terms of what you want. You've got to think in terms of what they want as well. Here are a few ways you can provide value to build or strengthen your connections. 1. In any interaction, be sure that you provide your personal take on a topic or piece of content. Everything you post or repost online on any site impacts your personal reputation. With that in mind, select a set of consistent topics that you'll stick with and steer clear of content that doesn't fit. Don't just repost links you find related to your chosen topics. Include your own insights on the content to make it that much more interesting and valuable to your connections. Why are you sharing the link? What's your take on the subject? Is there some key idea your network should take away? Add your commentary to help your shares break through the noise and make you stand out. 2. Share your knowledge and experience generously. When you're working to establish and maintain your reputation as a subject matter expert, use sites like LinkedIn, Quora, Yahoo Answers, and Twitter to offer your expertise. They're full of people looking for answers and having lively discussions on just about any topic you could imagine. Make valuable contributions to the conversation. Share what you've learned during your education, provide recommendations, and allow others to gain from your experience. Practicing these behaviors both online and during in-person encounters will give you greater professional magnetism that can grow your network substantially. 3. Building your network is great, but be careful not to neglect the contacts you have already made. This is about more than just posting content. Answer questions, ask questions, take part in discussions, or even better, start discussions. Respond when people direct message or post to people with your background or to you specifically. Look for opportunities across your network to make introductions. Maybe you learn that 2 of your contacts work in the same city but have never met. Chances are they may have something to gain from meeting. Introduce them. There's a chance they might reciprocate by introducing you to one of their connections. Even if they don't, you'll still be strengthening your existing network and, more importantly, adding value to those who are connected to you. So that covers some of the things you should do. Now let's talk about one thing you should not do. Don't over-promote yourself. The actions we've talked about, such as sharing insights, joining discussions, and engaging with peers in online communities, are promotion enough. These acts alone are the best ways to gain positive exposure without explicitly asking for it. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Developing a professional network and thriving career requires purposeful action. If you want to get something out of your network, you've got to put in consistent, quality effort.
So, It's not only about wanting something, but what the other person wants as well. They need help, but you also want to be able to move up the ladder. In this case, it's a win-win. Now, I want to put more focus on 3 social media platforms that you can social network on in no particular order. The 3 I want to focus on are Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. First off, I'll start with Instagram. Instagram is the most preferred platform. According to Gaurav Sharma, more than 800 million people actively use Instagram every month. 80% of all users on Instagram follow at least one business account. Keep in mind that there are over 25 million business accounts. 59% of influencers believe that they get the best engagement on Instagram. 60% of users on Instagram visit the platform daily. In 2018, Instagram hit 1 billion users. Facebook has an average of 6 million monthly advertisers, but Instagram has around 2 million monthly advertisers. So it makes it less competitive on Instagram, but also has a greater range with success for their target audience. Instagram has to do with visuals. People are more attracted when they are able to see. Visual communication is the best way to communicate. On Instagram, you are able to showcase your work professionally. It can be a digital portfolio for potential recruiters, employers, or even clients looking to hire someone new. They could send you a message to get in contact with you at any time. This graph I found shows the number of interactions on Instagram and on Facebook. The blue bar is for numbers of shares, orange is for number of likes, pink is number of comments, and green is for number of total interactions. As you can see, Instagram gets 23% more likes and interactions than Facebook does. With all these elements, make Instagram the most preferred social networking platform. Next, I'll talk about Facebook. Personal versus professional use. Before determining which social media you'll use for networking, you need to identify your career or business goals so that you can choose the right way for reaching your goals. Ask yourself what and how it will benefit you most and make your decision from there. You could use more than one, but if you do create a separate account for professional purposes, you are able to separate your leisure time and business mindset. On Facebook, you are friends with people you know in real life. You are more prone to have real life friends and family on Facebook. Therefore, they care for you and what you are doing. They will support you in what you want and need career-wise. It can connect you to others outside of the relationship as well. When you post about something they find interesting, they could share your post, and this leads to people you may not know personally, but they can get in contact with you to use your business, or they may have knowledge they want to share with you. It could lead you to new opportunities and potentially a new path in your career. Facebook reaches all demographics. People on Facebook reach all ages, teens to seniors. According to Maria Valdez Hutchbreach, 72% of online American adults use Facebook. 82% of users are ages 18 to 29. 79% are ages 30 to 49. 64% are ages 50 to 64. And 48% are ages 65 and up. This graph on the left shows the percentage of Facebook users between genders and ages in May 2019. As you can see, the largest percentage is between the ages of 25 to 34. These ages are typically people looking for jobs and new opportunities who are learning to navigate in what we call the real world. The last platform I would like to talk about is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is made for business purposes. Looking for new opportunities, industry-driven. Users are mainly used with educated professionals. Most of the people who are on LinkedIn have some kind of degree. According to lifemarketing.com, the demographics show that 32% of users have a college education, with an additional 24% having attended some college. In addition, nearly half of all LinkedIn users make over $75,000 a year, with an additional 32% making between $60,000 and $74,000. Job listings have specifics on what the company expects from the job seeker. On LinkedIn, you are able to search jobs in any industry. The job listings tell you exactly what they expect for the position and their qualifications. You are able to see what other social networking sites do not have. Everyone is business-minded and wants either to find a job or looking to hire. On lifemarketing.com, I also found that LinkedIn has groups that users can join and participate in based on their industry, job, function, or career interest. LinkedIn is a safe site to use, but one downfall is you are unable to showcase your skills visually. On LinkedIn, you are able to share all of your previous experience and your education if someone is looking on your profile. If you would like to showcase your work, you will have to add a link where they are able to look for it. When you're on the job hunt, you may come across companies that you may have never heard of, so you could do your research and possibly come across their Instagram, Facebook, or any social media platform that they may have to see their work. On LinkedIn, you are able to possibly connect with previous employees and ask them questions about the company, which is a perk. This graph shows the social media that have the most growing engagements. Unfortunately, I was unable to find one that included LinkedIn, but as you can see, Instagram is most effective. I personally think it is because of their demographic and the visual communication they have to offer. Instagram has 59% and Facebook has 18%, but it's honestly a personal preference on what your goal is. Here comes the end of my presentation. These are all the sources I used for my presentation. And that's it. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I hope you found this presentation helpful in some way. I wish you guys all the best of luck on your future, and to the graduating class of 2020, congratulations guys, we made it. I hope to see you guys all at graduation. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.